Om Shanti. So, we have started this journey to know the self, journey to change our lives. And for that, we first went into the introduction of the self. Then we got introduction of the Supreme Father. So today's session is nothing but communicating with God Himself. That's what we are going to talk about, the exact technique of meditation. So, in this journey, the first belief system that we need to change is nothing but others are not responsible for my happiness. Others are not responsible for my hurt, my sorrow. First belief system is that I am the creator of my peace. I am the creator of my anger. Nowadays, our language has become like this. It's because of them I got angry. Always the finger is pointing out to outwards. But no, the knowledge that we get is that I create my anger. Now this language has to change. Because the moment this language changes, what happens? I take the responsibility. Actually, the reason why we blame others is because we don't want to take any responsibilities. Because what happens when I say, if this one changes, then I'll be peaceful. Then the responsibility is his. Then I don't have to do anything. It becomes easier. But it doesn't work that way. Because we have tried, right? We have tried. Today, let's say, I'm a parent. Let's say I ask my children to do something for me. They listen to me. Then I immediately label them, they're good children. But as they grow up, they have influences from outside. They have influence from their friends, they have influence from media, they have influence from their teachers, their idols, lots of things. And when they have influences from others outside, they have this free will. They have a capacity to think. And so tomorrow it may be possible that I ask them to do something and they won't do it. They might reject it. They might argue with me. And immediately my label changes. Today's kids are like this. Actually, earlier also, when they were small, they were taking their own decision, maybe out of respect. Out of respect, they were obeying your orders. And today also, they are taking their own decisions. But somewhere, when I don't have this knowledge that every soul thinks in their own way, every soul takes their own choices, I label them as good and bad. When they are according to me, they are good. When they are against me, they are bad. No, everyone is good actually. Everyone is doing according to their sanskar, according to their habits. What is my responsibility at that moment? Let's say someone is committing a crime in the outside world. Now, when they are committing the crime, after that they might regret. After that they might repent. But when they are actually doing it, they are brainwashed. So for them at that moment, it is right. After that, they might, repent over it. But what would be my responsibility? The moment we label someone, this one is wrong, what kind of energy we are flowing, what kind of energy we are giving to that soul? The energy of negativity. Again, we want them to succeed, we want them to change, we want them to transform. But the moment I say they are wrong, they did something wrong, the moment I say that negativity starts flowing. And now just think about it, that negative energy that has been flowing between these two souls, will it uplift the soul or will it discharge the soul even more? What do you think? Uplift the soul or discharge the soul? If the negativity is in the relationship, it will always be discharging. Then when the soul is discharged, do you think they'll be in a condition? Do you think they'll be in a condition to do right actions? It doesn't work that way. So if we want someone to transform, the first thing we need to do is accept that they are not wrong from their angle. They are just subservient to their sanskars, their habits. Someone has the habit of speaking loudly. Someone has the habit of getting angry on small, small matters. It's a habit. We have created those habits. And tomorrow we'll see how exactly it got created and how we can change it. But when the moment when we accept this, that acceptance is the energy of positivity. I understand you did something wrong. I understand. But if you changed in this way, it will be better for you. The communication changes, the energy flow changes, and the relationship changes. But for that, this knowledge of the soul has to be very important. It should be like inculcated within me that I am the soul, I am the creator of my thoughts, emotions, and feelings, and every thought I create radiates a vibration. It's in vibration is like an energy that I radiate. And it's not only affecting me, it's affecting everyone around us. And to create the right sort of vibrations, to create right kind of thoughts is what I need God for. God, Supreme Soul, the point of light, which we fondly call Shiv Baba. Shiva, the benefactor. It actually means the benefactor. So you can call him God the Father, you can call him Allah, you can call him Ishwar, you can call him Shiv Baba, it doesn't matter. But he is just that point of light. And he is the one who never takes the body of his own. And as he doesn't take the body of his own, he never discharges. His charges are intact, 100%. And so the moment I connect with him, connect means I communicate with him, I remember him. That energy flows from higher source to lower source, and I start feeling light within. So, our responsibilities right now is to transform ourselves. Till today, we have been asking others to change. How many people are we going to ask? Today, one person will change, second person will change, third will change for me. But fourth will come in my life who will refuse to change. Then what? Then what am I supposed to do? And that is why the responsibility is on us. It's easier. Just change a thought and everything changes. Absolutely everything changes. That is what Rajyoga meditation is all about. So Rajyoga means the king of all yogas. So first definition of Rajyoga we have seen on the first session, becoming the king of the self. The moment I create the thought, I am a soul, the master of my body, the master of my mind. I create my thoughts, words, actions. I create my emotions and feelings. I become the master. That is becoming the king of the self. Second, establishing a relationship with that Supreme Father, the king of all relationships. Now, for that, we need an introduction of God. We took that introduction yesterday. And the third is, it is the king of all yogas. Because there are lots of other techniques of yoga. Yoga means someone will do physical asanas, someone will chant some mantra, someone will do something, someone will just go into silence for 15 days. Everyone has different methods for yoga. But actually, yoga, what does it exactly mean? How to put that in practice? That is the session we are going to cover today. So let me share the presentation with you. So just a revision, a small revision. I am a soul. My father is the supreme soul. We call him Shiva Baba. Shiva means Kalyankari, the benefactor. We both are souls. So I am also point of light. He is also point of light, just an energy. My location, where do I actually live? I live in the soul world. But in this body, I live in the center of the forehead. Shiv Baba, God, he is not omnipresent. And that is why he is also in the soul world only. Right now also he is in the soul world, the world of light, the world of silence. And that is why the moment we get stressed, I automatically look up, because there is a memory inbuilt in soul which actually says that you come from up above. And the qualities are knowledge, purity, peace, love, happiness. And he is the ocean of all qualities, all qualities. And that is why, since he is the ocean, I can take anything from him anytime. Anytime. I just have to remember him, and the energy will just start flowing from him towards me. Now, the important thing is, as we said in the first session, we are going to establish a relationship. Now, a relationship, first step of a relationship is introduction. So, we have taken the introduction of the self, we have taken the introduction of Supreme Soul. Now, relationship. The first thing, introduction, and the second thing, to establish that relationship, is the right kind of communication. If there is no communication between two souls, there can't be a relationship. But the beauty of relationship with God is that because God is a point of light, he is genderless. He is not male or female. Even though we call him Baba, he can be a mother also. Baba means father, but he can be a mother also. And what do we get from mother? We get love from him. So if I call Shiv Baba as my mom, as my mother, I remember him, and he is the ocean of love. In Hindi we say, "Tu प्यार का सागर है, तेरी एक बूंद के प्यासे हम." He is the ocean of love. So a mother gives love, a mother sustains a child, palna, and a father protects the child, a father gives inheritance to the child. So both roles he can play. So the moment I remember him in whichever way, if I like him as a mother, I can remember him as a mother. But the only reason we call him father is because the moment we call him father or Baba, I remember that this is the property I get from him, the inheritance. And what is the property we get from him? I get the property of love, I get the property of purity, peace. So I don't have to look for that outside, because I already have that. I have already received that from my father. I just have to use that property. Like, for example, if you know that there is, your father is big shot, he is a very rich person. You know that. And you know that your bank balance is pretty good. But you don't know how to withdraw money. It's of no use. Even if you have so much amount in your banks, it's of no use if you don't know how to withdraw that money. And so here also, I know he is my father. I know I have this property. Peace is my nature. Love is my nature. I don't have to ask for it, but I can get it from him. I can give it to others. But how to get it from him? That technique has to be learned. And that is why meditation is nothing but taking that property, immersing it within us so that I can give it to others. So he can play a role of a mother and a father. So in Sanskrit we say, Tvameva matascha pita tvameva. He is the mother and he is the father. Since he is the soul, he can play both roles. He is my teacher. All this knowledge we are learning here today, who is teaching it? Who is teaching it? It's God. It is his knowledge. Here there are just other teachers who are bodily beings who are actually just communicating what he has taught. But he is the one who is giving us the knowledge. I am a soul. And then he says, I am also a soul, but I'm supreme. You take body. You are my children. You take body, and so you discharge. I never take a body of my own, so I never discharge. So he says, children, now communicate with me and you will start charging. He is also a Sadguru. Sadguru. Guru means the one who takes us from darkness to light. Now, what is the darkness? The darkness is the darkness of ignorance. Till now, we have been thinking that I am this body, I am this male, I am this profession. That is the darkness, that is the ignorance. And that is why the moment someone says, even simple thing, I say, my name is Ashish. The moment I say that and someone says, that is such a bad name, I get hurt. I create that hurt because I associated myself with that name, which I'm actually not. The name is for the body. The age is of the body. Soul doesn't have age. Soul doesn't have any name. Soul's name is soul. That's it. But the moment I get hurt means there was ignorance within me. So Sadguru, what does Sadguru mean? Sat means true, truth. So he's a true guru. Truth means that truth means something that never perishes. And so Supreme Soul never perishes. He's imperishable because he's a soul. And the teachings that he gives us is that it helps us come from ignorance into the dark, into the light of knowledge. So he acts as Sadguru also. He takes us from the world of sorrow to the world of happiness. There are lots of other relationships that I can actually forge with God. But one of the favorite relationships is that of friend. We call him Khuda Dost. He is Khuda, God. He is my Dost, my friend. So what does a friend do? You can share anything with him. These days, you can't afford to share lots of your things with other people because you never know someone will change and then it will be difficult for you. Even there are no friends that you can trust here. You never know what can happen because we get those news many times. But he is the one without mouth. So you can talk to him anything and he won't share any of your secrets. If you have any burdens, talk to him. Communicate with him. You'll feel light. Many times there is a complaint, right? I am feeling very lonely. I have no one to talk to. Well, God is there. God is always there for you. He is not omnipresent, but the moment you remember him, you can communicate with him. So God also acts as a friend. So the three main relationships we forge with God are: one is the Father who gives us the inheritance. Second is the teacher who teaches us the way of living life. Third is the Sadguru who takes us from the darkness into the light. So till today also, we actually wanted to forge a relationship with God and we applied different methods for them. But now we are going to learn what is the difference between those methods and meditation. Now, why do I have to learn meditation for that? First is the method of prayer. We all prayed to God in one form or other. Someone went into temples, someone went to church, someone went somewhere else. That prayer was always involved. But what does a prayer actually mean? Prayer is one-way communication. Meditation is two-way communication. What is one-way communication? I go in front of an idol, uh, some form of God that I used to think he was this form of God. I will chant some mantras with him. Now, those mantras generally have a very pure and positive meanings associated with it. It has a very high vibrational energy. But understand, when we say, I want to have a relationship with God, the relationship is based on heart to heart conversation. Just think about it for a moment. I want to have a relationship with my mother. Okay? A mother and child has a relationship. But a teacher in the school gives child a chart, some notes, and she says that when you go in front of the mother, you just have to read those notes every day, 3 times a day. Every day, 3 times a day. Now, what the notes are written, the child doesn't understand. But he does that, religiously. But he doesn't wait for mother to respond. Do you think there will be a relationship between the child and the mother? Because the notes were given by someone else, the child doesn't understand what it means. He actually religiously does that every day, but he doesn't wait for mom to communicate. If the communication is not from both sides, how will the relationship start? How will the relationship be built? It's not going to work. And we did exactly the same thing. Most of the Hindu shlokas, the verses that we practice, are written in Sanskrit. Most of us don't understand those. Most of us don't understand the meaning of those. But we religiously started following those. We were daily practicing those, going in front of an idol, talking to him, but we never had a time to listen to him because it was just a routine for me. Every day, just go in front of him, just talk to him whatever you want, ask him for something, and just go. So, prayer was more of a one way communication. I didn't have time to wait for him to respond. Meditation is nothing but two-way communication where there is a heart to heart conversation. Heart to heart conversation. I talk to him in my own language, he responds me in the same language. And you will understand if the moment you start practicing this, you understand lots of things that are on your mind will get cleared. That clarity of thoughts will come. How will the clarity of thoughts come? Because he will start communicating with you. Either he will communicate in meditation, or you will observe that someone will come in your life, or you'll see something in your life which will give you the right message, and immediately it will strike that, yeah, this is what God wants me to do now. That communication starts. So even in prayers, or in, we chant some mantras like Om. Om is a very high vibrational energy word. But again, the moment we start chanting, our mouth is doing that, but my mind is wandering. Now, who needs the stability? The stability is not required for the body. I can just sleep and the body will be stable. But stability is required in mind. And so mind has to be changed. The thinking pattern has to be changed. Even if, let's say, I like something, particular thing to eat. But how many days can I eat the same thing? Once, twice, 3 days, 4 days. But after 4 days, I'll get bored with it. So same thing happened with prayers and chanting as well. Every day the same thing was happening. The mind got bored, and eventually my mouth was chanting, my mind was wandering. But mind actually needed the healing. But if I have a heart to heart conversation, just like a child talks to his mother, he tells her everything that happened in school every day. And then mother also communicates. She also guides him. She also showers him with love. That relationship gets stronger. So here also, what happens? I remember God. I communicate with him, and I also listen to what he has to tell me. And every day that conversation is going to change. So the mind will get busy in variety. It won't be a boredom. So prayer, chanting, these are different things. Some people also like listening to devotional songs. Again, what is the difference? Even see, if you do prayer, chanting, listening, we are not saying that you should not do it. If you like it, definitely do it. But I'm explaining the difference between this and meditation. So what exactly meditation does? Now in meditation, we are going to create consciously some positive thoughts which will start rewiring of the brain, which will change our habits. If you listen to certain kind of songs which makes you feel very calm, yes, you will feel calm, but only for that period of time. The moment you come into actions, same tension, same anger, same fear, everything will be same because I didn't work on myself. So meditation will actually help us work on ourselves because we are consciously creating right kind of thoughts. So till today, we tried to forge that relationship with God without knowing who God was. And so the relationship never got formed. We were connecting to His children, may it be deities, may it be Christ, may it be anyone else, may it be any guru that we were connecting to. But that wasn't God. So, to have the relationship with God, the first thing is we need to know who He is, where He lives, and then I can start communicating. And that is why yesterday we saw He is also a tiny point of light, the ocean of love, the ocean of purity. He is just an energy. He lives in soul world. Now, what do I need to do? Just remember Him there, communicate with Him there, and then the relationship will start building. So Rajyoga meditation has only two steps. Very simple technique of meditation. Actually, yoga, the simplest meaning of yoga is to remember. Yoga means yad. Yad means to remember. Now, what do I need to remember? I just need to remember two things. First, who am I? What qualities do I have? Who am I? I am a soul. I am not the body. I am the master of this body. I am the master of my thoughts, emotions, and feelings. Qualities, peace, love, happiness are my qualities. I am not getting that from outside. These are my qualities. And second step to remember, who is mine? मैं कौन मेरा कौन मैं कौन who am I who is mine मेरा कौन Shiv Baba God. So remember God, His qualities, and what am I getting from Him? What is the inheritance that I'm getting from Him? Because the moment I remember that I already have that, my wandering will stop. My searching for peace will stop, and I will become a form of that. So, two steps. First, remember who I am. Secondly, remember who God is and what do I get from Him. So, that is the only two-step meditation. We are going to practice that today. Today, it's a 15 minutes we are going to practice meditation, but we are going slowly into the technique of meditation. So, what is the first step? When I say, who am I? This is where we need to practice the most because we have been attached to this body for so long, attached to our identity, which we are not for so long, that the first change has to happen here that I am not this male costume, I am just the point of light. What am I? I'm eternal. What are my qualities? I'm peace, love, and happiness. The moment I say I am that, my vision changes towards others. Till today, if I was male, I will look at others as genders. If I was Hindu, I will look at others as religions. I am a software engineer, I look at others as professions. But I am a soul, I look at others as souls. And this is what is called as soul consciousness. Being conscious of what you are, the original form, soul consciousness. So I am a tiny point of light, peaceful, so is everyone else. Yeah, they may be angry, that's fine, but they are still originally peaceful. They have just forgotten it, that's it. But that doesn't mean I have to forget, right? So soul consciousness means look at the original quality of the self, bring it into the practice, and look at others with the same vision. So this is the practice we have to do first thing in meditation. So when you sit in meditation, keep on reminding yourself who you are, what your qualities are, until and unless don't move ahead. When you stabilize in your original form, I am a soul, peaceful, loveful. When I accept those, then move on to the next step, which is the step of remembering God. So once I accept and realize that I am a soul, I remember my father, the supreme soul, Shiv Baba. And remembrance means what? Not just, okay, I'm a point, he's a point. Then there is no point in that actually. But what does that point give me? What qualities does he have? I need to understand that. Remembrance means remembering his qualities. His ocean of love. I can take whatever I want. His ocean of powers. He's giving me so many powers I have already inherited. And so as I start thinking about his qualities, As I start communicating with Him, as I start giving my burdens to Him, I start feeling light. I start feeling powerful. I start feeling charged. So that is why it is said, as you think, so shall you become. The moment I start thinking about my qualities, I become that. The moment I start thinking about God's qualities, I become like God. Is as simple as that. So, first step of meditation, practicing soul consciousness. Second step of meditation is remembering God. So, Rajyoga technique. Actually, what do we do in this technique? We first create a conscious thought. If you can't create a thought, write it down on notebook and pen. It's very easy that way. And then read it out. Okay. First create a thought. Now, what thought I want to create? I want to experience peace. What thought will I create? I am peace. This is the thought I want to create. I am a peaceful soul. Now I try to visualize it. Now, how does a soul look? Like a star in the center of the forehead. So I try to visualize a tiny point of light in the center of the forehead. And I feel that peace is radiating from my center of the forehead. I start feeling that and I stabilize myself into that experience. Now let's try this exercise just for a few minutes. You just keep everything aside for now. Everything keep aside. Close your eyes. Everyone close your eyes. And as I give you some thoughts, try to visualize those thoughts. Okay? Close your eyes. Now with your mind, just go on to a beach. There is a beautiful ocean there. Can you listen to the waves? Can you see that ocean? See the color of the water? That entire bank of ocean is empty. Absolutely no one there. It's just me with myself. I can listen to the sound of waves. The sky is pink and yellow. Early morning time. I can feel the breeze. I am feeling that cold air. I am walking onto the beach. Absolutely no one around me. The sun starts rising. I can see it in the sky. And slowly I start feeling the heat of the sun. This entire scene makes my mind peaceful, calm. Now let me go into the water. The ocean waves are touching my feet. I can feel that my body is relaxed. My mind is relaxed. And I keep on looking at the sky, the changing colors of the sky. And with that experience, I bring my awareness back into the room in which I'm sitting right now. I open my eyes slowly, but I still can experience that peace. Om Shanti. Okay. Tell me, was it okay to visualize? It was easy to visualize? Did your mind wander? Okay to visualize or no? Okay. See, when we say certain thoughts and when we visualize it, the mind gets busy in that. So it doesn't wander. So be creative in meditation. Be creative. And if you can't create a thought because our mind is not actually trained to create thoughts, then in that case, write those thoughts down on a notebook and a pen and read it. Keep on reading it. Actually, I'll tell you one technique. If you have certain goal in your life, write it down on a notebook, on a paper, on a piece of paper, and stick it somewhere where you can read it every day. Because every day when you start reading that goal, I want to be successful at this position, I want to earn this much money, or my relationships are getting stronger, or my health is getting better. I want to write it down on a piece of paper, and every day morning, every day, wherever you see that note, read it loudly and create a thought, create a visualization for that. Let's say I have certain bodily issues, I have some sickness. Now I want to get rid of it. I write a thought. I am perfectly fine. My body, my mind is healthy. I just write these two thoughts on a piece of paper, stick it somewhere, and every time I read that, I visualize myself that I am in a healthy position. My body is healthy, my mind is healthy, my actions are perfect. I just visualize. It will just take 1 minute. But that visualization will actually start attracting that situation because of the law of attraction. Because of the law of attraction. So here, when we went to the beach, it was easier for us to, because we have been to a beach, or at least we have seen it online on TV, if we haven't seen it in the real life. So it is easier for us to visualize. But now what is the visualization we have to do? Is the visualization of what I am, that point of light. Second, the soul world where I belong to, my Supreme Father, and then I communicate with him. I talk to him. So that visualization is very important point, important part of meditation. If you have enough and clear visualization, then your concentration will get higher. Many people have this problem of not being able to concentrate. How will we solve that? See, what is concentration? When I create a thought, if the visualization is related with the thought, it's a concentration. If I create a thought, I want to go home, and I start visualizing my office, we call it, it's not, you are not able to concentrate, because then mind will start wandering somewhere else. Same way, before sitting for meditation, instruct your mind for next 10 minutes. I am just going to focus on these set of thoughts. That's it. And I will start visualizing those. So visualization, most important part of meditation. Okay. So now the prescription of meditation. Like doctors give that prescription, right? When to take medicine, same way. When to do meditation. 10 to 15 minutes after you wake up. First thing you should do after you wake up. And now what is the meditation you are going to do in the morning? You plan out your day. First create a thought. I'm peaceful being of light. I'm a soul. I'm eternal, immortal. Shiv Baba, God is my father. He is the ocean of love, giving me a lot of love. And I radiate that love to every soul I meet today. I visualize every action that I'm going to do today is going to be successful. I create that thought. Consciously, we have to create that thought. Let's say I have an important meeting today at work. In the morning, I meditate on that meeting and I say, I visualize I'm going into that meeting hall. I'm talking to all my colleagues in a very peaceful manner. The meeting is going to be very successful. And as I start visualizing that, I attract that situation. The meeting is going to be successful. So in the morning, you plan out for entire day. Then 10 to 15 minutes before you go to bed, you meditate. Okay. What is the meditation we are going to do at that time? At that time, we are going to take an overview of the entire day. Let's say I got tensed, I got angry, I felt sad or lonely throughout the day. At night, I reflect. I reflect. What do I tell myself? What do I tell myself? Okay, this mistake happened today. It's okay. It's perfectly fine. Tomorrow it's not going to happen. Why? Because I am a powerful soul. That almighty authority, God is my father. He is with me. I am going to succeed. Tomorrow, there won't be any anger, no tension, because I am peaceful. I remind myself again and then go to bed. It will actually improve your sleep also a lot. These days, we keep on watching something on the mobile or somewhere, some TV serials, and then we go to bed. And that information gets recorded into the soul, and my sleep patterns get disturbed. So 10 to 15 minutes, if I start meditating before going to bed, my sleep will actually improve. And then throughout the day, I take 1 minute in every 1 hour and I check myself, I meditate. So there is this link. I actually sent few meditations on the group today, which are actually audio files. If that link doesn't open, just let me know, because it is opening on laptop, but it is not opening on the mobile. So you try it out on your laptop, and it has lots of meditations, which are 1 minute. So throughout the day, in between, take your time out, listen to that meditation, and then start your work again. 1 minute is very easy. Everyone can take that 1 minute out, because that 1 minute of meditation, that 1 minute of pausing will actually help you for the next 59 minutes in that hour. So 1 minute checking in between, 10-15 minutes in the morning, 10-15 minutes before going to sleep, and that will actually change your entire day. The tension will reduce, the fears will reduce, the success rate will increase, the concentration will increase, because you are now paying attention to your thoughts consciously. And as you think, so shall you become. So, what do we have to do? First step, remind yourself who you are, what your qualities are. Remind yourself about your father and where you come from. Then sit with the Father, experience His presence in the soul world, communicate with the Father. These are the only 4 quick steps that we do into the meditation. So let's say you have a big, some task to perform, you have a deadline to achieve. Maybe some guests are coming home, or something is happening at work where you have to present, and many things that happen in our lives. Now you create that conscious thought of who I am, what my qualities are. I'm a powerful being. I'm a successful being. I go to soul world. I visualize that soul, that tiny point of light is flying. Simply, if I fly, how will I look? That tiny star flying up above, beyond the clouds, the stars, reaches the soul world. Now there are just 2 tiny points, Shiv Baba and me, talking to each other. I'm seeing his light. I'm feeling his presence. And then I start communicating. See, even today, when we are communicating with each other, who is actually communicating with each other? A soul to soul communication, right? I, the soul, I'm communicating through my mouth. You, the souls, are listening through the ears. So actually, the soul is the one who is communicating. Body is just a medium that we use. But who is creating the thought? The soul is creating the thought. So Supreme Soul, even if he doesn't have the body of his own, can he not create the thought? Is it possible for him to create a thought? Because he's a Supreme Soul, right? So what will be his thoughts? His thoughts will be the thought of purity, the thought of love, the thought of peace. His thoughts will be of the highest vibrational level, because he never discharges. So when we communicate with him, it is a soul to soul communication, soul to soul. But for that, I have to go fly. I visualize, I, the soul, fly. Actually, the soul will not go, because if the soul leaves the body will be dead, right? So in meditation, the soul will not go, but I visualize that I'm flying there. Just like I visualize, many times you have this, you visualize that you are eating a tamarind, or you are eating an orange, and you start feeling that saliva in this body. That is the power of the mind. Just by thought, you will start experiencing it. So same way with the thought, we go to Shiva Baba, we talk to him, and we start experiencing his presence. We start experiencing. So this is what we have to practice. So today also I'm going to send one meditation which will help you practice at night. Tomorrow morning also you can do, in between also. Until next week, I will keep on sending certain meditations which will help you to practice at home. And I hope that you are all taking some time out to actually meditate and create those thoughts, because that will help you change your lifestyle. That will help you change your thinking pattern. And then the life just changes with that. So if you want to get rid of certain habits, if you want to change your relationships, the only thing that needs change is your thought. That's it. And meditation actually helps us change that thought. So what are we going to do now? Today's session is small session, 15 minutes. We are going to actually sit, look at the screen and listen to this meditation. Every time you listen to the commentary, what you have to do? You have to start creating those thoughts. Don't just look at it as a movie or something, but I create those thoughts consciously as they are being given into the commentary. Okay, so all of you ready for next 15 minutes? Okay, so sit back and relax. I relax my body completely, and I detach myself from the outside world. I take a deep breath in and let it out. One more time. Take another deep breath in and let it out. My body is relaxed. Now slowly, let me start observing my thoughts. Check. What am I thinking right now? And as I start observing my thoughts slow down. It may feel as if there is no thought. My mind starts to calm down. Now create a powerful thought. I am the being of light. I am a master of this body. I am just an energy. I am a soul. I start visualizing myself, that tiny star on the center of the forehead. I am the creator of my thoughts, emotions, and feelings. Peace is my creation. Peace is my original sanskar. I am a peaceful soul. I radiate peace around me. I experience my surroundings to become peaceful with just this one thought: I am a peaceful soul. Now in this experience, I embark on a journey to home of light, my original home. I start visualizing myself, a tiny point of light, slowly moving upwards, beyond the clouds, beyond the sun, the stars, traveling in space. I reach the region of golden red light, the land of peace, the soul world. I have reached my home, the abode of peace. Let me experience this world. Let me experience its peace. And while experiencing this peace, I see in front of me another tiny star. Who is this? Let me go closer. And as I approach the star, I start experiencing rays and rays of peace emerging from that star. This star is my Father. Shiv Baba. My Father is the ocean of peace, radiating peace, and I experience those rays penetrating through me, filling me with a lot of peace. God, whom I have been searching for so many births, is in front of me. My Father, the ocean of peace. If you have anything on your mind which is bothering you, just let your Father know about it. Just clear your heart out. And experience that Shiv Baba, through his rays of peace, is making my mind calm and light. This powerful meeting of Supreme Soul, my Father, and I the Soul, is Rajyoga. Baba, through his rays of peace, is assuring me that he is with me all the time, with his rays protecting me. From all the negativities of the world outside. I feel safe. I am safe. Charging myself with these rays of peace, emerging from God the Father, I now return to my corporeal world. Start visualizing that tiny point of light coming down from Paramdham, the land of peace, and slowly entering this body. I sit myself in the center of this forehead, but now I am charged with peace. So no matter what situations come, I radiate peace. Every task that I perform will be peaceful.
I become a bestower of peace to every person I meet. Because I am a peaceful being of light. I am a peaceful soul. Om Shanti.